Be me, 19. Dad got a new job. Brings up his old workbench from the downstairs that's been collecting dust. What you bringing that upstairs for, Dad? For my new job. Haven't used this thing forever. Remember these pictures? He shows me magnets on the side of the bench of me and my little bro from 10 years ago. Cringe, but laugh at how I used to look. Scrawny fuck with buck teeth because it was before I had braces. Notice he had baseball-shaped silly bands in his bench drawers. Damn, this thing really is old. Where'd these come from? You guys gave them to me, so I kept them in there, he says happily, as he rolls it into the next room. Sit there and smile as I realize my dad really has cared for my little bro and I all these years. Feel sad, because when we were that little, my parents were going through a rough divorce. Mom manipulated bro and I into hating my dad. Replace the sadness with happiness once more. The past is the past. I love my dad. Be me, 5 years ago. Sitting alone in hospital room with 94-year-old dad. Nothing wrong with him, just old and his time is coming. Just sitting there with him when suddenly we start whistling We'll Meet Again by Vera Lynn. After he finishes, I look at him and tell him it was a good song. He looks up at me from his bed and says, damn fucking right it was. Best song in the world. I go onto my phone and put on the song and we listen for a while. After a while more of hanging out, I leave and go home for the night. Wake up in the morning to a text from my sister that he died a bit after I left. My face when we'll meet again, Pops. Someday. Sees my sister getting ready. Going out? Yeah, the bae is coming over to get me. She fucking used the bae. Oh, I'd love to meet him. Have him come in. Sister brings boyfriend in our house. My dad pretended he was in the bathroom. He was in fact slipping into something more comfortable. He walks out with my mom's bathrobe, giant fluffy white collar, about 3 feet too short for him, his Speedo on. The Speedo he never wore because it was way too tight, and he saved it just for this moment. Walks out. Oh, you must be Justin! Reaches out for a handshake. Kid grabs his hand. Dad yanks him over and bear hugs him. Oh, your hair smells nice. What is that? Olay? Kid is horrified. No? Can't we go, babe? We might be late. They leave. My dad just looks over and says, do you think that was illegal? My balls are hanging out. Best dad ever. Born in the year of 1993. Mother abandoned me at birth. 22-year-old father abandons all his dreams to raise me alone. Times are tough as fuck as he has to juggle work and me. Whenever he has free time, we play video together. We move from old Nintendo and shit to World of Warcraft raiding and so on. Helps me with school and even encourages me to study in a university. Follow his advice and managed to finish university with an engineering degree. 1 year ago, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. Time goes on and it gets so bad that he can't get out of the hospital bed. Visit him every single day. A week ago. Hey Anon, was I a good father? You were the best, Dad. Thanks, son. 2 seconds later, flatline. Today, while I decide to organize his stuff in his old bedroom, find a notebook, and details he wrote every day he spent with me. Today, me and Anon went to Carnival and did etc. Every day ends with, I hope I'm doing enough for him. Last entry is before he enters the hospital. All these years, I did what I could. I don't regret Mother's Name abandoning me. And Anon, and not even calling once. I just hope Anon has grown up to be the best he can. You were the best, old man. Godspeed to you. God damn, I didn't expect to start crying while reading this. Beamy, 12. Going to the store with my dad, just before Big Hurricane. Takes last bread loaf. Some lady snatches it out of his cart. He tears it back. But we need it more. It was in my cart. Just go to a different store or fucking deal. No! She takes it, starts running. My 12-year-old ass thinks it would be funny if I threw a can of beans at her. Hits her head. She's out cold. Dad looks at me. I swear to God, I didn't mean to knock her out. He laughs and picks up the loaf. We leave. Made a sandwich with that bread. Fucking lol. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was like in the 80s or 90s or something, because there's no way that security cameras did not catch that if this happened any time after 2006. Random memory I remembered today. 2004, E7. Mom is strict, so I must go to sleep at 9 p.m. even during summer holiday. Her aunt passes. She goes to the funeral and is only back by morning. Want to see Shrek 2 in cinema. Check cinema schedule. Go to 6 p.m. one with Dad. Accidentally checked yesterday's schedule. Film started at 5 p.m. with the next one starting at 8:30 p.m. Upset.png. Dad says he buys 2 tickets for the 8:30 p.m. Shrek 2. Surprise.jpg. It says Mom doesn't need to know. It'll be our secret. We ended at 10:30 p.m. When we went home, Dad let me play Tony Hawk's Underground till 1 a.m. Be 19-year-old KV, suicidal, depressed NEET. Live with parents. Unmarried sister gets preggers because of her boyfriend and doesn't want the kid but doesn't want to abort either. Kid is born. Beautiful boy. She abandons him at parents' house to pursue her dead-end acting career. Parents and I basically take care of him. Love him like my own son. He calls me Papa. Son grows up fine. I get a warehouse job to make more money to make him happier. Start jogging in the morning to have enough stamina to play with them. Son is great at academics, gets A's. Start getting along better with my own parents since we're taking care of my son together. Work harder and get promoted. More money to buy son toys. Experience firsthand what raising a child is like. Love them. Now am 36-year-old KV with a managerial job at a shipping company. Son has gone to university this year. Parents and I are very lonely with nothing to do all day. Wait for son's call in the back of our heads all the time. Sister is still struggling with her acting career. Son calls her Auntie Lamau. Son is coming home for Christmas. Can't decide what to do to celebrate his first year of college. Almost know for certain that if son hadn't been born, I would have probably jumped off the building to end my pathetic life. Any other parents here? I mean, I get that's not the point of the story, but I feel like if Anon started mentioning to chicks he approaches that he's a father, it would draw them in. Because it's the complete opposite for men and women. When a man finds out a woman has kids, 9 times out of 10, he's gonna do the 9-yard dash away from her. When a woman finds out a man has kids, she basically knows this man has smashed. So basically, he's worthy of pussy. So if Anon just started mentioning that he was a father, I feel like he wouldn't be a kissless, hugless virgin anymore. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments. Positive dad stories thread? Be me, 9, on a toy fire truck. God, I fucking love my fire truck.jpg. Bring to show and tell. Kids make fun of fire truck. Go home, tell Dad. Dad tells me not to worry about it. Next day, Dad wakes me up for drive to school, past school. Dad, where are we going? My friends want to meet you, Anon. Pull up the firehouse. Dad told his firefighter friends what happened. Get tour firehouse and meet real firemen. Get to honk real fire truck horn. My face when my dad took off work just to make me feel better over some stupid toy truck. Here's a picture of the 2 gay men who adopted me when my abusive mother abandoned me as a young boy. B5 at the time. Spent most of my childhood being abused and neglected by evil mom. One day she got drunk and high and locked me in a wardrobe. I was hungry, and the loud party music upset me. I cried all night while she fucked random teens and smoked weed. Her asshole boyfriend burned me with a cigar when I wouldn't stop crying. Mom got angry at me crying again, so she threw me out in the streets. I was literally a toddler wandering the streets of West Belfast at night. Can't exactly remember what happened, but the police found me. A year later, I was adopted by my 2 gay dads. Best parents ever. Never harmed me in any way. Treated me like a king. Provided me with the best quality of life. Always supported me. They never treated me differently for being heterosexual. I have 2 STEM degrees and my own house, and I'm currently dating a beautiful French-Canadian woman. I have always been told that women are the motherly and empathetic sex, but yet 2 gay men saved my life from my psycho mother. Explain this, fembots. Well, it's pretty easy to explain. It's because gay dudes are freaking awesome. Hey B, my dad just died yesterday, and I really need to tell you who he was. What kind of man he was, and why I'm in the luckiest man ever to have had him. Be me, 7-year-old happy kid, in school in 2nd grade, brother in 4th and sister in kindergarten, getting out of school and looking for mom. See dad standing at the curb instead. Fucking tits, dad is always at work. This is a Wednesday. Asks my brother where he wants to go. Sean says ice cream, motherfucker. We get ice cream. Asks where I want to go. I saw the park. Go to the park for a couple of hours. Asks my sister where she wants to go. We coached her at the park, and she yells pizza at our local place. Get pizza. All of us are freaking out. It's past 8 by this time. After dinner, takes us to get ice cream again. We get home. He puts us right to bed, tucks us in, and we ask where mommy is. She's not here, kiddo. Just go to sleep. Wake up the next day at 10. We all freaking panic. Miss school. Dad sits us down, tells us the bad news. Mom will be coming home. Mom is dead. In my teens, find out suicide. World is ruined. That man, he found out the woman that he had been with since he was 17 years old killed herself. Took an hour to grieve, and then picked us all up from school and gave us the last day of happiness. One last day of happiness. One last great memory before everything changed. That's the kind of guy Mike was, and I miss Mike. Hug your dad.